good brother Cam Newton is back, and he's back with another hot, super hot, flaming tape. And Cam Newton says the more kids women have, the more a woman devalues their worth. The more kids a woman has, the more a woman devalues their worth. They're losing their self the more kids they have. And some things just doesn't need to be said. Even though we don't say what needs to be said, Cam, some things just doesn't need to be said. But I can see it. Cam Newton trying to, he's trying to get into that red pill niche. And he likes to go at it with women, have his powwows, and it's entertaining. Like I like entertaining conversations with women. I like to see their perspective of things and things like that. But Cam, he's trying to become the new Kevin Samuels. He wants to be the new Kevin Samuels that played football. That's who he wants to be, And it's Kevin Samuels with an S. So no, that's not my cousin. My last name does not have an S in it. If anyone out there tries to spell my name, I've been doing this since elementary school. It's not Samuels. It's Samuel. So Kevin Samuels is not my cousin, but I do have a cousin named Kevin Samuel. So no S.
So you got that a lot. They say that's your cousin?
No S, baby. No S. Here we go, man. We got Cam Newton telling women, the more kids they have, the more nobody wants them, basically.
Feels like women's value gets lowered when they have... Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Break that down.
Because, and I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine. You feel what I'm saying? But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you. Because when I came into your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had. And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't my kids. I want you. Well, that ain't how it worked. But that's not to say that she can't find nobody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children.
Yeah, I agree. But Cam, man, I think he has a point. It may come off the wrong way. And every woman doesn't have 3, 4, 5 kids. He's putting it up there with 5 kids, and maybe he's talking about a specific person or a particular situation, but there's someone for everyone, right? And in the day, that's what it boils down to. There's someone for everyone. Yes, no man wants to just run up into a relationship and see a woman that has 5, 6, 7 kids and want it to be all right, And the more older we get, we realize that the damn stepdaddy don't get no goddamn respect. Kids get older, like, you ain't my daddy.
You ain't my daddy. I'm about to say the same thing.
It's like, as soon as they find out that this ain't my real daddy the whole time, they've been brainwashed to think that, somehow this new guy became your dad. You ain't my daddy. Leave me alone. As soon as you don't give him $5 to go to the corner store. You see what I'm saying?
Or tell him what to do. Child discipline him.
As soon as you try to put a little reinforcement on him or some authority, because goddamn well, mama, 80% of the woman don't really discipline the kids, so the man got to come do it. And then as soon as you try to come put your foot down, the little nigga talking about, you can't hit me, you ain't my daddy. And what am I supposed to do after that? Or what am I supposed? You just took all of the try and all of the good stepdaddy energy that I had in me, you just wiped it right up out of me, you know. But I think at the end of the day, man, Cam is he like I said, he likes these challenges with women, and I guess that's his little flirting playground where he has this fun where he brings these unique women up, you know, and a lot of them, you know, they can articulate well. They're very intelligent. They put them in this place. If you see the young ladies talking about hyping them up, you know, and but at the end of the day, man, I think what makes Cam so controversial is that he throws stone in every direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he throws stones, most of the time it seems like he's a contradictory person, or he's contradicting his takes most of the time, you know, because he's talking about kids that devalue themselves. I mean, women that devalue themselves because of the amount of kids they have. And then, you know, everyone's going to bring it up and talk about Cam Newton and say that, what did he have, 6 kids or 9 kids, I think, by 6 different baby mamas or 3 different baby mamas, one or the other, right? And that is the criticism that comes his way because he's not married. He doesn't have a family at home. And he's not leading by example. He's not representing the black man in the relationship category like we should be represented basically, you know.
I remember like analysts used to bring it up when he played, like talking about how he a quarterback and got different baby mom stuff like that. Like had nothing to do with his play, but analysts would bring it up because he's a black quarterback. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. and that's what it was before social media, man. It's like you know, these analysts and these big networks, they used to get away with saying a lot of outlandish things because social media wasn't out and we didn't have a voice. And myself, they got away with saying a lot of different things that I had no idea about because social media wasn't out and I'm on the football field, you know. But yeah, just Cam, man. It's just Cam. Cam is being Cam, and yeah, he's going to continue to have these hot, flaming hot takes that stirs up a lot of conversations and things like that. But at the end of the day, he has a point, but some things doesn't need to be said, you know, even though we're on say what needs to be said. What point did that prove by telling women the more kids you have, the more you're devalued? You know, everyone is out here trying relationships and trying to figure out what's the best relationship. Does this person really love me or have my best interests at heart? And then some, you know, situations may happen. You may have to go through 2 relationships, have 2 kids in each relationship before you find out who's really there for you, you know?
I feel like if you take out that first statement part and the second part where he explained it, more people would agree with him. But that first statement, like you devaluing yourself, is like people just gonna hear that part. They're gonna hear the explanation of why he's saying that. So I feel like the explanation was cool, but the first part where you say these women like basically don't have no value because they got multiple like baby father and stuff like that. That's like, oh no, you going down the wrong path, my good brother.
Yeah. Let me hear. Let's hear this beginning.
Value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men.
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Break that down.
Because, and I was having this conversation, you know, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine. You feel what I'm saying? But like I was telling her, I was like, yo, the guy that you're dating or will date, if he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you.
Okay. The explanation right there, right? Now, how do we feel about that specific explanation? To me, it comes off he hating a little bit. He hating a little bit. He want everything to be about him. He want even the women that he used to date and not dating no more. He still want them to be crying, begging to be back with him and think no one else out there can treat them better than him. Now, obviously, that's our confidence and things like that. How he really treats his women, only other people know. We don't know. Only the women know and the people that's around their relationships. If you're treating a woman very good, I mean, I think it will show spiritually, physically, emotionally, every which way possible, right? That's how it goes, right? But I really believe, man, I don't know what's up with men, and I don't know what's so hard with men, settling down and being with a woman and protecting one woman, right? Because I really feel like I'm a believer in a woman makes, behind every successful man is a really good woman, right? Or a successful man has a good woman behind him, or a really good woman can help a man achieve success faster than he would without the woman. I really believe that.
Go ahead, preach, brother, preach.
I really believe that, man. And I don't know if it's the way I grew up. Like I said, I grew up in a single family household with only a mother and a sister, no male figure around, no uncles, no daddies, no grandfathers, none of that stuff. And, not only with my mom, with my wife, my girl and stuff like that as well, man, they make every aspect of my life better. I mean, I guess it's how you choose it as well, because I wouldn't have chose anything different. You have to add on to my life, make me better, as well as I'm gonna add on to your life and make you better as well. And that's how you come about into relationships, and they last long when you handle it like that. But you gotta be friends. Gotta always be friends, man. You have to be friends and have that friendship as well, because the beauty, the looks, whatever you was attracted to in the younger days, it's gonna be gone sooner or later. So you gotta always have that friendship.
And enjoy being around each other, man.
You have to enjoy. You learned some tea, That's the news. You learned some tea out here. You want to get home and talk about the situation with your wife, with your significant other, and get a perspective. And now this is how you build your bond, and everybody understands when situations come up, they're on the same page, because y'all had so many talks about situations and things that go on in life, So that's how you build your bond in your relationship. But at the end of the day, somebody has to take control and be the leader and make sure, we're heading in the right direction all the time. Getting better every day. Got to get better every day. You know what I mean? Got to get better every day.